Good evening, everyone. May seem a little tired. It's about 12:30 in the morning where I am. I've been sort of working on this latest video in my head. It's taken me a lot. Some stuff's happened recently in my life. Just been sort of very distracted. Um, this week's video is going to be on Asperger syndrome and the SCA. I have been a member of the Society for Creative Anachronism, SCA, for approximately 32 years now. I've been active as a bard and an artist and a bunch of different things. As somebody once said, it's not one hobby, it's 14 different hobbies. And I've done full contact martial arts. And I will get into some of that full contact martial arts that I've done, but I'm probably going to save a lot of that for a different video I have in mind, Asperger's the martial arts. And so it'll be enough for another time. What I wanted to find out was sort of a tiered effect. We have peerages in the SCA. Laurel for arts and sciences, Pelican for service, Knighthood for chivalry combat, and Royal Peerage, which is when you're a king or a queen or a prince or a princess. And to become one of those things, you or somebody who fights for you must win a royal tournament, which is a generally double elimination, but can be various different formats tournament, and the winner becomes the next king, the next queen. And there are 19 kingdoms. We all do it differently. In my kingdom, it's once every 4 months, and it's generally a double elimination tournament, although the one coming up is the Crucible. So, which will be a round robin followed by another round robin followed by a double elimination. Last time I was involved, it was something like 25 or 28 rounds or something like that. It's very hard to do that, given that the normal tournament's like 10 to 11. Anyway, so what I wanted to know is sort of like experiences in the SCA, if you have Asperger's, peerages and whatnot. And so I asked around, and I confirmed, had some people talk to me, that there are pelicans and there are laurels, people who have been made peers for excellence in the arts and sciences and for excellence in service. And I have been told that there's at least one royal peer via consort that does have Asperger's syndrome. So it kind of suggests to me it's a woman, but I don't know. And I had to search and search and search, and I asked for literally a few weeks before I was finally given confirmation that there are, quote, Sir Aspies, that there are knights out there with Asperger's syndrome. And the reason I was wondering is because, depending upon where you are, it's either done via council or via the king or the current sitting royalty's wish, generally a king or queen. If a woman won the tournament and in her own right, she'd be a queen in her own right, so it'd be the queen. Generally it's a man, so a king. And it either a polling order or it's royal permission, but that would mean that there were an awful lot of politics involved. And so therefore, it wouldn't matter how good your art or your science was. If you pissed a lot of people off socially, you wouldn't qualify. It wouldn't matter how much good service you'd done. If you pissed off a lot of the right people socially, it wouldn't qualify. If you pissed off the wrong knights the wrong way and you weren't aware of it, you wouldn't qualify. Honestly, this is going to sound a little conceited, but fuck it. The only peerage that doesn't require you to have to be social to earn it initially is royal. You have to be social to be a king, to be a queen, to be a prince or princess. That's very, very social. But to win the tournament, you just have to be good. You just have to have one good day. And as we all know, there have been good royals and bad royals. Very, very good to very, very bad. You know, 45-year-old, 47-year-old, 8-year-old. Anyway, late 40s group years, and many kings, many queens, many princes, many princesses. Been a lot of them. And I asked about other awards, and I got a lot of people who, I think they were saying their goals a little low, because they said, oh, I have an AOA, and I have Asperger's. Isn't that a lot to get done? No. No, it's not. I mean, an AOA is great. Award of Arms are great. Don't let me take that away from you at all. But it's a really base level award in many ways. I got mine at 16. I mean, I've been involved for a long time, but I got mine at 16. I got mine all 18 years ago. There are other awards that are harder. I mean, I value my AOA. I've got a beautiful scroll. I'd show it to you, but it's up on the wall. It's very delicate. Very hand done. But there are other awards I have that I value more. I value my Leaf of Merit more. I value my Rose Leaf more. Those are kingdom level awards, the highest awards next to peerages. Leaf of Merit for service and Rose Leaf for excellence in arts and sciences. I got for bardic arts. I have stage fright, and yet sometimes I'm a bard and I do okay. And another one, the Tor Snagwa, which is the only one I wear fighting. And it's given for being the most chivalrous and honorable fighter in a coronet tournament, and they only give out 2 per year, if that. So I feel pretty good about that. So if you're an Aspie and you have an AOA and you think that that was a really hard accomplishment, and if it was, then don't let me take anything away from you. But if you want my honest opinion, aim higher, aim farther, hit harder. Do more science. Do more service. Do whatever it is that your kingdom wants you to do. People say, oh, you shouldn't aim for awards. You shouldn't need awards. You shouldn't need them. But it's perfectly okay to want them. Okay? If you need it, it's like a sickness. It rots you. But you know what? If you're like me, if you're a heavy fighter and you look around at the knights and you go, wow, these are really some cool guys and I'd like to be counted among them. And I want a white belt because of that. That's perfectly healthy. So I want a white belt. I want to be a knight. I want to be sir. I want to be called sir. You know, it's a goal of mine. May never happen. I'm 34. I've been fighting for 12 years. Actually 13 years this year. And I hosed up my shoulder. I couldn't fight very much the last 2 years. So it may never happen. A friend of mine got knighted at 44. Who knows? Other guys have never been knighted and their entire career, 30 years of fighting. All I can do is try. But I've had a lot of people, everyone that helped me, thank you very, very much. But Jesus Christ, we're aiming so fucking low. And it's like, oh, you have Asperger's? Oh, you got, you did this? Ooh, that's so amazing. Like, I haven't really tried that hard, and I've got a number of awards. I mean, most of my involvement's been in the past 20 years. But I've got a few, and I'm on my 4th Princess's Guard. And, we'll talk about the hardness of doing martial arts for Asperger's later. But aim higher. Jesus. Aim higher. We can do more. Okay, as far as I know, I'm one of 2 out Aspies in my kingdom. Okay? 2. There are more. There have to be more. But I'm only one of 2. There's such a stigma and such a thing. And this is one of the reasons I do this web series, is to normalize, to make it normal. Look at me. I'm an animated, smart guy. And I have Asperger's. Okay? I still pine for my ex-girlfriends because of the emotional crap that comes along with my disorder. I get all manic because I'm ADD. I have emotional issues because of my severe emotional handicap. I can't write because of my dysgraphia. And I have everything else with Asperger's. That's my flavor of Asperger's, okay? That's my Baskin-Robbins ice cream flavor. You meet one person with Asperger's, you met one person with Asperger's, that's my version, okay? But we all have things in common. And if I can try and do it, then so can you. So this is my last part, okay? And this is for all the people with Asperger's out there in the SCA who are afraid to come out of the closet. I want to quote Coach Carter. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It is not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And if we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. If we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. That's for you guys. Okay? That's for all of you. We're a big old geeky crowd, the SCA. We must have better than the normal percentage of people with autism spectrum disorders, especially people with Asperger's, because it's like a stealth version of that whole concept. Come out of the closet. I'm right here. Take my hand. Join me in the light. Make what we suffer worth something. And if you can't, then I'm not going to hold it against you. Do what you need to. We all have to. Just know that I'm right here. And I'll help. If you have any questions about the SCA, about my experiences in the SCA, no need to make them general. No need to make them like for other people. Make them specific, and I'll answer them. I'll help everyone who sees this video who wants my help. I will answer every question of every person who asks me. You guys have a good night.